Every morning, the first thought that enters your mind has the power to shape your entire day. But what if that thought is actually setting you up for failure without you even realizing it? In this video, we'll uncover the hidden mental traps that ruin your mindset before the day even begins. Inspired by Stoic philosophy, we'll explore how to take control of your thoughts, master your emotions, and start each day with the clarity and strength of a true Stoic. If you're ready to break free from destructive thinking and transform your mornings, stay tuned. Let's begin. Number 1. Embrace life's uncertainties. Life is unpredictable. No matter how carefully we plan, how much we prepare, or how hard we try to control the future, uncertainty remains an inevitable part of our journey. Yet, instead of resisting it, we must learn to embrace it. The unknown is not something to fear. It is a space filled with endless possibilities, opportunities, and lessons that shape us in ways we never imagined. From the moment we are born, we step into a world of uncertainty. We do not know what tomorrow holds, but that has never stopped us from moving forward. As children, we took our first steps without knowing if we would fall. We spoke our first words without being certain if we were saying them correctly. But we did it anyway. That same courage we had as children still exists within us today. The only difference is that as we grow older, we allow fear and doubt to cloud our perception of the unknown. What if, instead of dreading uncertainty, we saw it as a chance to grow? Every great adventure in life begins with uncertainty. The best decisions we make often come from taking risks, stepping outside our comfort zones, and allowing ourselves to be open to change. Whether it's pursuing a dream, starting a new job, moving to a different place, or entering a new relationship, uncertainty is always present. And yet, it is in those very moments of not knowing that we find our greatest strength. Think about the most memorable experiences in your life. Were they the ones where everything went according to plan? Or were they the moments when unexpected opportunities arose, when you took a chance and discovered something new about yourself? More often than not, the most beautiful parts of life come from the unexpected. When we learn to embrace the unknown, we stop living in fear and start living with excitement and curiosity. Of course, uncertainty can be uncomfortable. It challenges us to let go of control, to trust the process, and to believe that everything is unfolding as it should. But when we resist uncertainty, we create unnecessary stress. We get lost in the endless cycle of what-ifs, trying to predict outcomes that are beyond our control. Instead of fearing what we don't know, we must learn to have faith in ourselves. No matter what happens, we have the resilience to adapt, to grow, and to find our way. So how do we embrace life's uncertainties? We start by shifting our perspective. Instead of seeing uncertainty as a threat, we see it as an opportunity. Instead of fearing change, we welcome it as a sign of growth. We trust that even in the unknown, we are capable, strong, and resourceful. And most importantly, we remind ourselves that life is not meant to be predictable. It is meant to be an adventure, one where the best moments often come from the surprises we never saw coming. Embrace uncertainty. Let go of fear. Live fully. Number 2. Break free from the perfect life illusion. We live in a world obsessed with perfection. Everywhere we look, on social media, in movies, even among our friends, there's an unspoken pressure to have it all together. The perfect job, the ideal relationship, the flawless body, the dream house. But here's the truth. Perfection is an illusion. A carefully curated highlight reel that hides the struggles, insecurities, and imperfections that make us human. Chasing this illusion doesn't lead to happiness. It leads to exhaustion, self-doubt, and an endless cycle of comparison. It's time to break free. Perfection is a moving target. No matter how much you achieve, there will always be something more to chase. The perfect body? Beauty standards shift constantly. The dream career? Success comes with pressure, responsibility, and challenges no one talks about. Even the happiest relationships require effort, compromise, and moments of struggle. When we believe that perfection exists, we set ourselves up for disappointment. feeling like we're falling behind while others have it figured out. But the truth is, no one has it all together, not even those who seem to. The illusion of perfection is carefully constructed. Think about social media. Every post is filtered, edited, and chosen to present the best possible version of life. People share their victories, not their struggles. They show the laughter, not the arguments. It's easy to believe that everyone else is living a better life, but what we see is only a fraction of reality. The pressure to keep up with this illusion can make us feel unworthy, as if we're not enough. But we are. We always have been. So how do we break free? First, we must redefine success on our own terms. Instead of chasing an unrealistic standard, ask yourself, what truly makes me happy? What fulfills me? When we stop measuring ourselves against an illusion, we can start appreciating our own journey. Second, embrace imperfection. Life is messy, unpredictable, and full of ups and downs, and that's okay. Growth happens in the struggles, not in the pursuit of flawlessness. When we accept our imperfections, we find freedom in being authentically ourselves. Lastly, practice gratitude and presence. Instead of focusing on what you lack, appreciate what you have. Instead of waiting for a perfect moment, live fully in the now. Real happiness doesn't come from appearing perfect. It comes from genuine connections, self-acceptance, and the courage to be real. The moment you stop chasing perfection is the moment you start truly living. So let go. Step away from the illusion. You are enough, just as you are. Number 3. Step outside your comfort zone to grow. If begins at the edge of your comfort zone. It's a phrase we hear often, but what does it really mean? Most of us live within invisible walls built from routine, security, and predictability. While these walls provide a sense of safety, they also limit our potential. Growth, real, transformative growth, only happens when we push ourselves beyond what feels comfortable. Stepping outside your comfort zone can be intimidating, but it is the key to personal and professional development, greater confidence, and a more fulfilling life. Think about any great achievement in your life. Did it come easily, or did it require effort, discomfort, and perhaps even fear? Whether it was learning a new skill, starting a business, or overcoming a personal challenge, chances are, growth came from stretching beyond what you already knew. This is because our comfort zones are designed for efficiency, not expansion. When we stay within them, we rely on habits and skills we have already mastered, leaving no room for improvement. However, when we venture outside this safe space, we force ourselves to adapt, learn, and evolve. One of the biggest reasons people resist stepping out of their comfort zones is fear of failure, embarrassment, or the unknown. But what if failure wasn't something to avoid, but rather a sign of progress? Some of the most successful people in the world, entrepreneurs, athletes, and artists, embrace failure as part of the learning process. They see mistakes not as the end of the road, but as stepping stones to success. The difference between those who grow and those who stay stagnant is their willingness to take risks despite uncertainty. The first step in stepping outside your comfort zone is recognizing its boundaries. What activities make you nervous? What challenges have you been avoiding? Whether it's public speaking, networking, trying a new hobby, or traveling alone, discomfort is a sign that you are standing at the edge of growth. Instead of seeing fear as a stop sign, view it as an invitation to push forward. Start with small steps. If speaking in front of a crowd terrifies you, begin by practicing in front of a mirror, then move on to a small group of friends. Growth doesn't require giant leaps. It happens through consistent, small actions that gradually build confidence. Another important aspect of personal growth is shifting your mindset. Instead of focusing on potential failure, reframe challenges as opportunities. Every time you step outside your comfort zone, you are gaining something, whether it's knowledge, experience, or resilience. Even if you don't succeed right away, the process itself makes you stronger. This mindset shift transforms fear into motivation, allowing you to take on new challenges with enthusiasm rather than dread. Surrounding yourself with the right people also plays a crucial role in your growth. Spend time with individuals who challenge you, inspire you, and encourage you to go beyond your limits. Growth is contagious, and when you are around ambitious, fearless people, their mindset will influence you as well. Seek out mentors, read books, listen to podcasts, and immerse yourself in an environment that pushes you to evolve. It's also essential to celebrate progress, no matter how small. Every time you step outside your comfort zone, acknowledge it. Recognizing your efforts reinforces positive behavior and builds momentum. Growth is a journey, not a destination. The more you embrace challenges, the more resilient and adaptable you become. Eventually, what once felt terrifying will become second nature, and your comfort zone will expand. Ultimately, the magic of life happens when we dare to push past our fears. Every great opportunity, every moment of transformation, and every breakthrough lies just beyond what feels familiar. If you want to grow, if you want to become the best version of yourself, you must be willing to step into the unknown. So take that first step, no matter how small, and watch as your world begins to expand in ways you never imagined. Number 4. See yourself clearly and honestly. We often view the world through a lens shaped by our experiences, beliefs, and emotions. But what about the way we see ourselves? Self-perception is one of the most powerful forces in our lives. It influences our decisions, our relationships, and our overall happiness. Yet many of us struggle to see ourselves clearly and honestly. We either judge ourselves too harshly or build illusions that keep us from personal growth. But true self-awareness, the ability to see oneself with clarity and honesty, can be transformative. To truly see yourself, you must first acknowledge that you are not your thoughts, nor are you the labels you have collected over the years. You are not just your successes or your failures. You are not the person people assume you to be. You are a complex, evolving human being, shaped by experiences, but not defined by them. Seeing yourself clearly means stepping back and observing who you are with honesty, without exaggeration or denial. It requires the courage to strip away the masks you wear and face yourself as you truly are. One of the biggest obstacles to honest self-reflection is the inner critic. The voice in your head that tells you you're not good enough, that magnifies your flaws and minimizes your strengths. This voice can be relentless, making you doubt yourself at every turn. But here's the truth. The inner critic is not an accurate reflection of who you are. It is merely a collection of fears, insecurities, and learned patterns. To see yourself clearly, you must separate yourself from this voice. Challenge it. Ask yourself, is this thought true? Is it helpful? Would I say this to a loved one? More often than not, you'll find that the harsh judgments you impose on yourself are neither fair nor necessary. On the other end of the spectrum, some people struggle with seeing their flaws because they fear what they might find. They create a version of themselves that is more palatable, more successful, or more confident than they truly feel inside. This is a natural defense mechanism. But avoiding self-honesty only creates distance between who you are and who you want to become. The most successful, fulfilled people in life are those who acknowledge both their strengths and their weaknesses. They do not let their weaknesses define them, nor do they let their strengths blind them to areas that need growth. So, how can you begin to see yourself clearly? Start with self-reflection. Spend time alone, without distractions, and ask yourself important questions. What are my true values? What am I afraid of? What are the patterns I repeat in my life? Writing in a journal can be incredibly helpful, as it allows you to document your thoughts without judgment. Over time, you'll begin to recognize patterns, strengths, and areas for improvement. Another powerful tool is seeking feedback from trusted individuals. Sometimes we are too close to ourselves to see our blind spots. People who genuinely care about you can offer perspectives that you may have never considered. However, not all feedback is useful. Choose wisely whom you listen to, someone who wants the best for you and is willing to be honest. not someone who seeks to tear you down. It's also essential to cultivate self-compassion. Seeing yourself honestly does not mean being overly critical. It means accepting yourself as a work in progress. When you make mistakes, instead of drowning in guilt or shame, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Self-awareness should be accompanied by kindness, just as you would treat a friend who is struggling. Finally, remember that clarity is an ongoing process. You will never have a perfect fixed view of yourself because you are always growing and evolving. There will be times when you feel lost, times when you surprise yourself, and times when you need to recalibrate your self-perception. That's okay. What matters is your willingness to look inward with honesty, curiosity, and kindness. When you commit to seeing yourself clearly and honestly, you free yourself from illusions and self-doubt. You become more in tune with your true desires, strengths, and potential, and in doing so, you unlock the power to live authentically, to grow without fear, and to truly embrace who you are. Number 5, let go of the scarcity mindset. Have you ever felt like there's never enough? Not enough money, not enough time, not enough opportunities? This is the scarcity mindset at work, a belief that resources are limited, and if someone else gains, you lose. It's a way of thinking that can lead to stress, anxiety, and even self-sabotage. But what if I told you that shifting your mindset could change everything? Let's talk about letting go of the scarcity mindset and embracing abundance. The scarcity mindset often stems from past experiences. Maybe you grew up in a household where money was tight, or you were taught to be cautious with resources. While being mindful of spending and saving is wise, constantly believing that there's never enough can be harmful. It can keep you from taking risks, trying new things, or even enjoying what you have. Scarcity thinking can also create unnecessary competition, making it hard to celebrate the success of others because deep down, you feel that their win means your loss. But that's simply not true. The truth is, the world is abundant with opportunities, and success is not a zero-sum game. Just because someone else is thriving doesn't mean you can't as well. Shifting to an abundance mindset means believing that there is always more than enough opportunities, wealth, and success to go around. Instead of focusing on what you lack, you begin to appreciate what you have and open yourself up to new possibilities. So, how do you let go of the scarcity mindset? First, start with gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful tool that shifts your focus from what's missing to what's present. Each day, take a moment to reflect on the things you have, your health, relationships, skills, and even the smallest joys in life. When you recognize the abundance already around you, your perspective begins to change. Next, reframe your thoughts. When you catch yourself thinking, "I'll never have enough," replace it with, "I am open to abundance." If you believe you'll never find success, remind yourself that success is not limited, it's created. Instead of fearing failure, see it as a stepping stone toward growth. Your thoughts shape your reality, so make sure they're working for you, not against you. Another key step is to stop comparing yourself to others. Social media and society often make it seem like there's constant competition, but the truth is, everyone is on their own journey. Just because someone else has achieved something doesn't mean you won't. Focus on your own path, celebrate your progress, and recognize that success is not a race, it's a personal journey. Also, practice generosity. One of the most effective ways to overcome scarcity thinking is to give. Whether it's your time, knowledge, or resources, giving creates a mindset of abundance. It reminds you that there is always more to share, and that by lifting others up, you also rise. Generosity strengthens connections and opens doors to even more opportunities. Finally, take action. An abundance mindset isn't just about thinking positively. It's about believing in possibilities and taking steps toward them. Invest in yourself, learn new skills, take calculated risks, and trust that there's always a way forward. The more you act in alignment with abundance, the more you'll see it manifest in your life. Letting go of the scarcity mindset doesn't happen overnight, but with conscious effort, it is possible. Start by shifting your thoughts, practicing gratitude, being generous, and taking steps toward your goals. The world has so much to offer, and when you believe in abundance, you open yourself up to endless possibilities. So, what's holding you back? It's time to let go of scarcity and embrace the limitless potential that awaits you. Number 6. Live with purpose and intention. In a world filled with distractions, responsibilities, and the constant rush of daily life, it is easy to lose sight of what truly matters. Many people go through life on autopilot, simply reacting to circumstances rather than deliberately shaping their journey. However, a meaningful and fulfilling life does not happen by accident. It is the result of living with purpose and intention. When you live with purpose, you have a clear sense of direction, knowing what you stand for and what truly brings you fulfillment. Living with intention means making conscious choices that align with your values and aspirations, ensuring that your actions contribute to your overall sense of happiness and success. Without a purpose, life can feel empty and directionless, leading to feelings of dissatisfaction, regret, and unfulfilled potential. When you wake up each day with a sense of purpose, you infuse your life with meaning, making even the smallest tasks feel significant. Living with purpose starts with self-discovery. It requires taking the time to reflect on what is most important to you. Ask yourself, what do I value most? What brings me joy? What kind of impact do I want to make in the world? These questions help you identify your passions and establish a sense of direction. Purpose is not necessarily tied to grand achievements. It can be found in everyday actions, whether it is being a supportive friend, a loving parent, a dedicated worker, or a lifelong learner. The key is to align your daily choices with your core values so that you feel a deep connection between your actions and your personal mission. This alignment creates a sense of fulfillment and inner peace, making life feel more rewarding. Once you have identified your purpose, living with intention means actively making choices that support your goals and values. Too often, people let external pressures dictate their lives, whether from societal expectations, family obligations, or the fear of failure. But living with intention requires taking control of your own path, making decisions that serve your highest self. This means setting clear goals, prioritizing your time wisely, and eliminating distractions that do not contribute to your growth. Every day presents an opportunity to move closer to the life you envision. By being mindful of your actions and decisions, you ensure that you are not merely existing but truly living. One of the biggest challenges in living with intention is the presence of fear and doubt. Many people hesitate to follow their true passions because they fear failure, judgment, or uncertainty. However, living with purpose requires courage. It means taking risks, stepping out of your comfort zone, and embracing growth. Instead of letting fear hold you back, use it as a motivator to push forward. Understand that failure is not the opposite of success. It is a stepping stone toward it. When you approach life with a mindset of learning and resilience, you develop the strength to overcome obstacles and continue moving toward your goals. Living with purpose and intention also involves being present in the moment. In today's fast-paced world, it is easy to become consumed by future worries or past regrets. However, true fulfillment comes from appreciating the present and making the most of each moment. Practicing mindfulness, whether through meditation, gratitude, or simply being fully engaged in your daily activities, can help you stay connected to your purpose. When you focus on the here and now, you develop a deeper appreciation for life, strengthening your relationships, enhancing your well-being, and making your experiences more meaningful. Ultimately, a life lived with purpose and intention is a life of fulfillment. It is about being true to yourself, making conscious choices, and embracing each moment with meaning. While the journey is not always easy, the rewards are immeasurable. By aligning your actions with your values, facing your fears with courage, and staying present in the moment, you create a life that is not only successful but also deeply meaningful. Instead of drifting through life, take control, live deliberately, and make each day count. Your purpose is not something you find. It is something you create through the choices you make every single day. The first thought of your day has more power than you realize. If you start your morning with negativity, anxiety, or self-doubt, you set the tone for everything that follows. But as Stoicism teaches us, we are not victims of our thoughts. We are their masters. Instead of letting your mind drift into worry or frustration, take control. Begin your day with intentionality, gratitude, and focus. Remind yourself that you have the power to respond to life's challenges with wisdom and resilience. Every morning is a new chance to shape your mindset and ultimately your destiny. So ask yourself, what kind of day will you create? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss future content. Stay strong, stay mindful, and keep growing. See you in the next video.